Welcome back to Indiana Diecast Racing and the continuing action of the Final Fantasy Fracas. Today we've got groups 67 and 68. In First Blood, it's Rambo representing Flips Racing. John's ride is War Machine, a 151-gram stretched lethal diesel. From Funky Mother Chicken Racing, Sephiroth is in Lightning Flame, a ballistic weighing 50 grams. Funky Mother Chicken teammate Linkster also joins us in Group 67. He's piloting TS1, a fast fish coming in at 47 grams. And from Dogtown Racing, Vance Legstrong is driving a Tour de Fast called Use the Bike Path, weighing 68 grams. Rambo and Sephiroth up front, Linkster and Vance in the back. Despite his heft, Rambo pulls ahead and holy heck, he's leaving the group in the dust. Everyone chasing at top speed, but it's no competition. Rambo wins by the length of the entire final straight. Sephiroth takes second, Linkster third, and Vance Legstrong has dumped it over by the C-47. Ludicrous speed. Rambo takes the early lead. Link assumes the pole, but he'll go head-to-head against Rambo. Rambo again pulls ahead, and it's already tough to imagine him not winning this group. Rambo takes lap 2 by another massive gap. Linkster claims second, and despite a late spin, Vance is third, just ahead of Sephiroth. So far it's been all Rambo, but the rest of the group is wide open. Vance and Link start up front for lap 3, Sephiroth and Rambo in the back. Rambo stuck in the back, it's a much closer start this time. Rambo dives inside Linkster, who gets tossed off the track. Rambo catches Vance, who turns sideways, attempting to block. Rambo pushes past at the last minute and claims the win for the turkey. Vance is second and Sephiroth third. Rambo making it all about him yet again, first shoving his way past Linkster, then pressuring Vance until that position is given up as well. Rambo clinches the group victory, and as we go to the final lap, only 1 point separates the rest of 67. Sephiroth and Vance share the front row, Rambo and Linkster in the back. Sephiroth gets a push from Rambo and Linkster is off pace in the back. It's a tight 3-car pack. Rambo gets loose and he's wrecked. Vance gets held up and slows, while Sephiroth rolls to the lap victory, driving straight into round 2. A great battle on lap 4, and even though he didn't have a role in the fight, the highlight is yet again Rambo, who wrecks quite spectacularly on the backside of the square. We'll see Rambo and Sephiroth in round 2. On from the group of silver to the group of purple with Rowan from Uncle Elvis Racing in Uno, an unobtainium weighing 149 grams. Another driver from Dogtown Racing, Peggy Elke, is driving Dynamo, a forward force weighing 54 grams. Driver number 3 is TJ Gonzo, returning from his tour in the House Cup driving for Ravenclaw from Arlo Racing. TJ's driving an 80-gram nerve hammer called Azure Dragoon, which is ironic since Azure means blue and TJ's ride is purple. And it wouldn't be a proper heavyweight matchup if Numskull Racing weren't involved. Team patron Numskull is driving Hubba Bubba, another bubble gunner, this one clocking in at 94 grams. Veteran Rowan first on the pole, Peggy outside with TJ and Numskull in the back. Nice and smooth through turn 1, and Rowan turns on the jets. TJ uncharacteristically off pace for an Arlo car well in the back. Numskull slides through the S. Lap 1 is no contest for Uncle Elvis Racing. Peggy is second, Numbskull third, and TJ Gonzo fourth. Very unusual for an Arlo entry to struggle like that. Perhaps it's a sign of how competitive this group really is. Rowan unobtainable on lap 1. TJ assumes the pole for lap 2. He gets a good jump, but already Rowan is outpacing the field. TJ in trouble on the Coroplast, and Rowan takes off as the field clumps together. TJ with more trouble, but amazingly no DNFs as he takes second just ahead of Numbskull and Peggy. TJ got sideways and spun around on the long Coroplast straight, partially recovers in the S section, breaks away, and then has more control issues exiting the final turn. Rowan up by 4 while the rest of the field is deadlocked. Numbskull and TJ start lap 3 up front, Peggy and Rowan in the back. Numbskull with the advantage this time, TJ appears to be holding Rowan back. Numbskull walks away with lap 3, Peggy Oki is second, Rowan third, and TJ a disappointing fourth. I thought for sure having Rowan start behind him would help out TJ, but it wasn't enough because Numbskull was super fast in the clean air out front. Heading to the final lap, Rowan has a 2-point lead. Peggy assumes the final pole, Numbskull on the outside. TJ with his worst start of the day, that'll probably take him out of contention. Peggy beats Numbskull to turn 2. She nearly wrecks, and Rowan takes advantage to zoom by. Rowan drifts over the line in celebration. Peggy Oki will hold on for second. Looks like TJ is stopped by the Arlo sticker, and Numbskull rolls in for a late third. This pass was so smooth, as was the insane rail grind Peggy threw to get out of the way. Rowan wins the group, and Peggy's string of second place finishes ties her up with Numbskull. We'll head back for a quick head-to-head duck-off. With a lap victory in hand, Numbskull gets the initial inside lane advantage. Numbskull blasts away. He's clearly got the faster car. Peggy doing everything she can to keep up, but it's just not enough. We reset and swap lanes. Again, Numbskull gets well out front. He rolls an echo base, but recovers just in time to block Peggy, who spins out, and Numbskull will coast into round 2. 10 points, just not enough for Peggy today. That is an absurd amount of cars in round 2, and we've still got a bunch of groups left to run. Peggy Oki adds her name to the wildcard list. Congratulations to Rowan, Rambo, Sephiroth, and Numbskull. This has been Jim D for Indiana Diecast Racing. Be sure to check in next time for more slightly above mediocre diecast racing and the continuing Round 1 action of the Final Fantasy Fracas.